take my flippies off.
The little flippy flop.
Comfortable. Oh man.
I'm gonna keep these on because these are comfortable as fuck.
Woo, let me take my hat off. Just wear my hair down. You know what I'm saying?
Let me take my hair off real quick. What if I just like? What if I like screw my hair off and I was fully like bald, and I was just like
put it on like a Lego?
Dude, what?
That would be amazing if you could switch out your hair like Legos.
Like, or just I just like peel like a layer of skin.
That would be creepy though. That would be weird.
But then I have like
the
a
Lego
bald
thing.
head.
The Lego thing is like, I could legitimately see.
You can click it in.
Yeah, it would be nice. You know, it doesn't look creepy.
But
your idea was creepy.
I get like peeling the entire like layer of like the top of my head off.
Where you want to peel skin?
No, I'm not peeling skin. I'm just saying like it would be able to blend better because like look, because with your hairline, like how would you just pop your hair off? You need that's why you need like a layer of skin.
Well, you get something drilled into your skull that looks like a little Lego thing.
Oh, so I just pop the whole top of my head off.
Yeah.
And then, but what's underneath? Is there like, is this just my bald head underneath, or is there like?
Yeah, but you know,
brain?
when you put on your Lego head, it doesn't look. It's not bald. It's connected to you. It's not like you can.
So it's like a yarmulke of hair.
Yes.
That would be awesome.
Yeah.
And I could like switch out hairstyles.
Yeah, exactly.
That'd
you
be
could have
so
a
cool.
mohawk. You could be like a skinhead one day.
I would never want to be a skinhead. I could have a bald head, but I wouldn't want to be a skinhead.
True.
I could probably pull off the skinhead look if I shaved my head.
I think you and I both could. Like I'd be.
Dude, we'd make a good skinhead duo. You know, like if we dressed it and shaved our heads.
And with that note, welcome to the 85th episode of the Super Mega Podcast.
Yeah, guys,
Super
welcome.
Mega Cast.
I'm Matt Watson.
I'm Ryan McGee. Our Twitter handles are down there. You know,
They're on screen right now.
Shoot us a follow if you want to follow our antics.
You wanna follow these antics? Go follow us. And guys, you will be pleasured to know that in today's episode of the Super Mega Podcast, there is no ad.
But there is a text interruption.
Ryan, we jumped into this podcast so quick I didn't get time to silence my phone.
That's fine. I would have made the same mistake, but I always keep my phone on silent, and I always regret it because I'm like, "Where's my phone?"
Yeah.
And then I'm at home alone, you know, like Macaulay Culkin.
Macaulay Hogan.
Macaulay Hogan.
Brother, I'm home alone, brother.
Don't mess with me, son.
Imagine Hulk Hogan trying to break into that kid's house, into Kevin's house.
That'd be creepy.
It's like Kevin versus Hulk Hogan.
Dude, every time I watch that movie, I'm watching it and I'm like, I forgot about the whole B plot of the old scary man with the shovel.
Now I'm just thinking about
because he comes in at the end and he saves the day. And hits Ron and Steve in the head with the shovel.
But now when I said Kevin, now I'm thinking about Game Grumps Kevin and Hulk Hogan.
Kevin Abernathy?
Kevin Abernathy in a house and Hulk Hogan trying to break in.
Kevin, my sweet little man.
Sweet little Kevin. He's got a beautiful head of hair.
He does. He's just got a beautiful complexion all around.
Beautiful.
He's lucky. His skin's nice.
Okay, and the thing about Kevin is like he's an attractive dude. Like if I was a girl, I'd be all over the place.
Exactly. And he's from South Carolina. So
he is.
He was super rare.
He's a comrade.
He was a rare addition in South Carolina.
But the thing is, I thought Kevin, I was like, well, Kevin's like, what, 20, 21? He's like 26.
Is he?
25
He's older than us.
He's way older than us.
Holy shit.
And I'm like, damn, Kevin, you looking good for that age.
Shout out to Kevin.
Kevin, give me a kiss, please.
Last time I saw you was just in Glendale. I saw you and I was like, what is Kevin doing here? Oh, wow, that's Kevin.
There's Kevin!
From Game Grumps.
You pull out your binoculars. It's like Kevin. It's like bird watching with Kevin. You have a little notebook, mark down where you saw him.
Yeah.
I saw him somewhere and I totally forgot where.
Yeah? You didn't say hi?
No, I did say hi.
Oh, okay.
It was a while back, though.
Okay.
Gave him a big hug. I said, hi, Kevin.
Man, I'm sorry. I can't stop thinking about it. I just got back into Mario Kart.
Mario Kart?
I forgot how fucking fun it is. I've been playing online on the Switch.
Oh, dude, Mario Kart's the best.
Super fun.
I can't get enough of that stuff. Dude, when I play Mario Kart, I feel free. It is the best racing game, in my opinion.
I've started to not get mad when I'm in like a last-ish place or like in the back half whenever some shit happens because you'll be in first, then you'll get hit with a blue shell, and then that puts you down to sixth, and then, you know, people bump past you. Okay, I'm getting a little too specific.
But Ryan, that's also a good lesson for life, man.
Yeah.
You know, can't get mad every time you're in last place.
Yeah, but you get all the good items when you're in last place.
Hey,
and it feels
true.
fun just to fuck with people, just to know I just made someone mad.
Dude.
Do you get that feeling? Am I the only one that, like, when you're in Mario Kart, you see an enemy and you hit him with a red shell, you're like, ha, I hate how that feels, and now I'm exerting that onto you.
Yeah, there's a German word for it.
Yeah.
I don't know how to say it.
German word?
There's a German word. Believe it or not, it's German. but it's like
Why do you know about Germans?
Schredenfraud. Or I don't know how you say Schredenfraud. I don't know how to say it. I said it wrong on a different podcast, and people corrected me, and I never learned how to say it. But I mean, it's like taking joy in other people's pain.
Yeah.
It's funny that that's a German word.
Speaking of, hello, listeners. We talk about you a lot. We give you guys shit. Thank you for tuning in. We're only about 5-ish minutes into the podcast so far. But thank you. We really like you, and we like that you listen and you like our voices.
I would like to frame a picture of every single listener in my room. I'd like to cover my wall and little tiny frame pictures of all of you.
I have a photo album of all of their profile pictures in my house. It's a big, thick leather strap book.
And every night before bed, he opens it up and he kisses each one goodnight, one by one.
I have to lock it in case anyone steals it. I don't want
Dude, if someone stole it, that'd be devastating.
I know, that would be horrible.
Your house gets burglarized and you wake up.
The only thing
stolen is that like 2,000 page thick collection of Twitter profile pictures.
Yeah, what I do is I pull up their profile picture, make it full screen, and then I take a Polaroid shot of it.
You just stick them all in like collecting baseball cards?
Yeah, you laughed.
No, because I think that's a funny idea. No, Ryan, I think I respect the way you do things.
That's just how I respect the fans.
I understand. And
how do you respect the fans?
I told you. I have all of their pictures on my wall.
True.
I have them divided. Actually, it covers
So some would say you care about the fans more than I do because you have them framed. Each one has a delicate... Does each one have the same frame, or are there different frames?
There's different frame. Well, actually, I separated by rooms. One room is for Let's Player profile pictures. Another one's for anime profile pictures. And, then I have like a miscellaneous one. That's my living room. My bedroom is the Let's Player profile pictures, and I kiss each one before I go to bed because I like kissing the faces of famous Let's Players. I go, good night, Jacksepticeye.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, he's jacked, I guess you could say.
He is.
Yeah.
That picture looked photoshopped as shit when I saw it for the first time. It looks like, not like he photoshopped his body, but it looks like
his head.
He flexed, and then he wasn't making the right face, so he took another face from another photo that he was taking pictures of in the mirror, and just placed them, combined the two.
It
just looks so flat.
I'm gonna respond to his picture. I'm gonna take a picture of myself flexing and poorly Photoshop my muscles to be huge and respond. I'm gonna do that later.
You should.
Mark my words. That's probably already happened.
Yeah, but you're starting to look good shirtless now. Shit,
oh, the air conditioning just turned on.
I guess they turned it on. It's getting hot in there. It's fine.
I'll deal with the AC.
I mean, the viewers, they always say they don't mind.
Hey guys, thanks for letting us be comfy.
Yeah, it's nice and cool in here. I mean, it is a bit of a harsh breeze.
Well, it's blowing right in your face.
Yeah.
Because where you're sitting on the couch, that's where the AC directly blows. And when I sit in that seat, I call it the cold seat because boy does it get cold after about 30 seconds.
I do like being cold though. I have a lot more meat on my bone to keep me warm.
I have not a lot of meat on my bones. If there was an apocalypse event, I would hopefully be one of the last people that would be killed and eaten because they would see no point in killing me because they'd be like, what, maybe one person get a couple bites of meat off those bones. I feel like in a post-apocalyptic event, I would survive a very long time because no one's gonna want to eat me, and I'm lanky, so I could kind of I could disguise myself as a nasty mutated creature and slink around, and people would be scared of me.
For me, I'd shave my head bald, grow out my beard super scraggly. Yeah. I'd always be shirtless.
Okay.
Always. And I'd have to get a good pouch stomach going, but enough, not one that jiggles, but one that's firm like a beer gut, so when people are like, that's a solid human, I don't want to, that would be hard to wrestle.
Fuck with you.
It would be hard to wrestle with me because of my weight, my just solid weight. It's not that I'm big and bouncy, it's that I'm
You got a lot of mass, a lot of inertia if you're moving at somebody.
Yeah. It looks like an enlarged bowling ball, and then just my skin tightly strapped around it.
What is a beer belly? Because I've seen guys where they're not fat dudes, but they have a beer belly, and it looks like they're a pregnant woman. And I'm like, what is that?
You get it from alcohol and shit, right?
Yeah, from drinking a lot of beer. But is it just all the fat and calories from beer go directly there?
I guess. I mean, that's a lot of shit.
Why doesn't it distribute other types of food with the rest of your body? Why does it just go there?
There are other foods that do that. Aren't there things where oh, it went straight to my thighs? Or is that just something people say when they're gaining weight to make themselves feel better?
I don't know. I say let's do a beer belly challenge where we take 2 years and drink nothing but beer every day. Let's cut water out of our diet and replace it with Bud Light.
Yeah.
With oh god.
Yeah? Just throw up a little bit?
No.
Okay.
Just good old acid reflux.
No, that's fine. I have been experiencing that recently because for the past 2 weeks I have been gorging on food because it's been a while since I've treated myself, and I'm using this as an excuse. I need to get back on track. Just food tastes really fucking good, and there's nothing like crunch berries at midnight.
Oh, dude. There's nothing like cereal at midnight.
Dude, and I got those 3 boxes of Girl Scout cookies.
Oh my god, yeah, dude. Okay, so somebody, it's not out yet, but there's a mail opening video coming out soon, and someone sent us Girl Scout cookies, which, by the way, please send us more of those.
Yes.
Like, that is something that I will genuinely appreciate.
My favorite Girl Scout cookies are they Samoas?
The ring ones with the coconut and those are delicious.
Those are my favorite.
Those are also up there with my favorites. I like those. I like Tagalongs, and I like Thin Mints, which, by the way, I don't know if you noticed. Remember when they changed the name of Girl Scout cookies to stupid shit like Caramel Delights, and then they changed it back this year, so they're back to their old
Caramel
names.
Delights would be the name of them if I was.
But they changed them back.
Okay.
Went back to the old ways. But Girl Scout cookies at midnight. I woke up the other night at 3 a.m. and I just had this like insane hunger, and I looked next to my bed and I saw a box of Girl Scout cookies.
Oh shit, which kind?
Thin Mints.
Oh fuck.
I ripped that thing open and I ate the entire sleeve of Thin Mints. Just
oh my god.
I was like half awake, sitting in bed, just like, and I devoured it in like a minute, and then I went back to sleep.
You've had those times where all of a sudden you get this immense hunger, and you'll eat like a bowl of something, then another snack, and then another snack, and it's almost like you're a bear conserving it for the winter.
Breaking into a family's camp.
Yeah.
Like, I'll have times where I'll actually wake up at like 4 a.m. and like my hunger will pull me out of bed to the kitchen, and I just jump from I'll eat like 2 bowls of cereal, grab like some Gushers, and like a bunch of like chips. Like, that's terrible for you, and you wake up and you feel awful. But like, there's times where I just wake up and I'm like, oh my god, I'm hungry. And there's times where I wake up and I feel like that and I ignore it, and then I wake up in the morning and I'm not hungry at all. I don't know how that works. Wish I had a bigger appetite in the morning, because breakfast is the best meal of the day.
My appetite doesn't really kick in till nighttime.
Same.
I've noticed. Like in the morning, I can go without breakfast easy. When lunch comes around, I'm like, yeah, I'll eat lunch. But then around nighttime, I'm just starving. Maybe it's because I didn't eat breakfast and ate a light lunch.
I find
I'm thinking about it. I should force myself to eat a meal, because then it will keep me full throughout the day.
Well, breakfast. I find that I get hungrier throughout the day if I eat breakfast.
Okay.
If I skip breakfast, I'm just not hungry the rest of the day. Like, it's weird. I don't know if a lot of other people like this, but I can actually go like a whole day without eating and not get hungry.
I've done that before, but I usually have to be in a bad emotional state.
Maybe I'm just in a bad emotion.
Yeah, maybe.
Shit.
Who knows?
No, I can seriously just not eat and be fine all day. I don't know why. Maybe my body just doesn't require as much food.
Not having to eat, not gaining weight even when you do. You only gain the good weight.
I said the most like first world problem thing the other day, and then stopped and realized how horrible it was.
I hate driving.
No, I was at Olive Garden, and I was.
Oh, this is where the story starts. Okay. Yeah, this is where every first world white like, it's always.
So I was at Olive Garden,
right across the street from a nice little Starbucks.
Here we go again. Yeah, but I was with Aaron Hansen, and we were like,
Aaron Hansen, mind freak.
We were talking about like he was like getting the endless pasta, and I was like, I don't need endless. Like, I always get full so fast, and I'm like, that sucks. Like, I wish I could always be hungry. Like,
and not gain any weight. Imagine just giving this thing where it's like you have this whole day out of a month that this stupid ugly witch grants you for some reason.
Why she gotta be ugly? Why can't she be a beautiful?
Because I want her to be scary.
Okay.
There's a moral to
ugly
the
doesn't equal scary though, Ryan.
No, witches are fucking scary.
Yeah,
ugly witches?
Yeah, that's true.
Have you seen Jack and Jill?
I have not seen Jack and Jill.
No, that's the Adam Sandler movie.
What are you talking about?
I'm thinking of Hansel and Gretel, Vampire Slayers or whatever.
No, I didn't see that movie. Looked awful. I didn't see it.
I saw it. I saw it one day on Netflix. So bad. I don't care even where I was going. I'm just glad that I remembered that movie, because it is god awful. We're talking about ugly witches. But
no,
she comes and gives you. She enchants you with this one day a week magical thing where you can eat as much as you want. You won't be starving, but you can always be hungry and down to eat, and you can just eat whatever you want, not gain weight or lose weight or anything.
That's me every day. Baby. But back to my Olive Garden thing. I was complaining. I was like, it's so awful. Like, because I'll eat a little bit and get full, and I hate that. And I'm like, man, like, it sucks not being hungry. I wish I could just be hungry. when I stopped and I was like, that is the most first world problem I've ever said.
God, I just want to be hungry.
Yeah, exactly. Because there's people around the world starving. I'm like, God, it sucks being just full. I hate being full.
Go up to a homeless guy. How's your day going? Oh, it's shitty. I just ate too much. You know.
Like, God, I'm not hungry. It sucks.
Oh, I'm feeling this one.
You know, can you relate?
I've eaten so much. I'm in like a diabetic coma.
I've eaten so much delicious pasta from the Olive Garden.
And you're begging, which is like, I would have to think that transition, that's got to be a big milestone in someone's life. You know,
from being down on your luck to going to begging.
Yeah. Like it's not like easy to do. I wouldn't imagine it's an easy thing to bring yourself to do, to be like, yeah, I'm just gonna ask people for money.
Because I feel like you have to accept a certain, like, you have to accept it at that point. Like when you get to begging, that's like you've accepted that you're at that point.
All of your ego is out the door at that point.
You got to Lego your ego.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
So it's just interesting. I mean, I don't have any more alleyway friends, so
yeah, that's sad, man.
They locked up Ming's house.
Yeah, so like the
not her house.
The area where she lived, they put a huge fence over.
Can we just say it's Ming Square? Like
Ming.
that alleyway is just Ming Square.
That sounds like a place in China.
Good.
They renamed Tiananmen Square to Ming Square.
How many Chinese people live in China could find out about Tiananmen Square? How hard is it for them to pop up on something that talks about it? Because
the internet's like censored.
All censored.
I guarantee if I was in China, it'd probably be pretty hard to find some information about what actually happened in Tiananmen Square. But a lot of Chinese people use like proxies and stuff to get around that. I'm sure like a lot of Chinese people know about what really happened.
Hey, if you don't have a high social standing in China, you can't watch porn. You can only do it if you're upper class.
Is that true?
No, I'm just picture that. That's something they could do. That's something that theoretically they could do. They could be like, if you have a poor social standing, we'll block you from sites like porn. Even though I think porn is porn allowed in China?
No, definitely not.
I would not imagine so. A lot of porn is shot in South Korea.
Is it?
Or where do all the gangs shoot their porn?
All the gangs?
All the gangs. Where do they shoot their porn?
Like the Bloods and the Crips?
Like the
they go to South Korea to
like
shoot
the
porn?
Mendozas, or what are they called? The Yazakis. What are they called?
The Yakuza?
The Yakuza.
the Mendozas? Is that like a Mexican drug cartel?
The Mendoza.
Dude, I'm terrified of the infamous Japanese mafia, the Mendozas.
Oh my god.
Don't fuck around with Japan, man.
Dude, drug cartels are horrifying.
Dude, scary as shit.
They scare me more than ISIS, just saying.
Ryan,
they
ISIS
do.
listens to this podcast.
Oh,
Don't
shit.
They're gonna get mad that you said
They're
that.
really bummed.
They're really scary.
I mean, they're scary too. It's just like the cartel is just.
So imagine a bunch of guys from ISIS
horrifying.
listening, and they hear you say it, and they're like, "Oh man, shit, we gotta step it up."
Damn it!
I want Ryan to like me. I want him to think I'm the scariest. Dude, drug cartels, seriously though, like I am terrified of them. Like I would, if I ever got even like remotely connected to a drug cartel by accident, I would flee to another country.
Oh yeah.
Like if I somehow crossed paths, that's why I'm scared to like when I'm driving in LA and like someone like cuts me off, I'm scared to like freak out at them because I'm like, what if that's like a high up person in a drug cartel and I just piss them off and now they're gonna, I don't know, write down my license plate and have me killed.
Find you and kill you.
Yeah, because like, dude, drug cartels are scary powerful. They have so much influence and power.
Oh yeah.
Like not in the United States, like not with like the government and stuff.
That's why I'm scared of ever going to South America, like Brazil in particular.
Dude, Brazil is
Don't they have like their gun violence is through the roof?
Brazil,
raise the roof. You know what I'm saying, Brazil?
Dude, Brazil has a lot of gun violence, but they also have one of the most like beautiful genres of music. They got bossa nova, which I have always been a massive fan of, and it's like
it's always a treat being in your car and you have that on.
I love bossa. I love driving and listening to bossa nova. It's just,
I wish I could have a Matt playlist.
I can make
is there a playlist? Imagine this. You could become friends with people on iTunes. iTunes, come on, hey, Apple.
Actually, well, Spotify's better because you can do that on Spotify.
But I'm trying to help out Apple here, okay?
Apple doesn't need your help. They're
They do need my help. They suck now. They're awful. They're bad.
Okay, fine, Ryan.
They're pieces of poop. Make your iMusic thing a little more social, not like, likes and comments and stuff, but be able to share playlists with friends and shit like that. Like people can already do on YouTube and Spotify.
That's literally what Spotify is.
You got to add that function.
iTunes honestly sucks, to be honest. There's like a trillion better, like there's like Fubar. That's a really good alternative program to iTunes.
Fubar.
It's called Fubar. You can play FLAC, which iTunes does not allow you to play FLAC files.
LimeWire.
Yeah, I still use LimeWire, dude.
Mm-hmm.
Do you remember LimeWire? My sister got LimeWire.
Do I remember the thing that I just brought up?
No, but like, do you remember like? Did you ever use it? I guess.
Yeah.
My sister got LimeWire.
I was scared using it because I thought I was going to be arrested.
There was like no better way to get viruses than LimeWire. Like my sister.
I actually got a porn virus from LimeWire, and my dad actually took the blame for it.
Aw.
I know. He was like, "Hey," and saw a bunch of pop-ups, and I mean, I told her it wasn't you, but can you please watch out, buddy? And
Dude.
I was like, Dad,
Ryan, your dad put like his marriage in like a small period of like rocks and like turmoil. Like that day, like their marriage was on the rocks a little bit.
I
'Cause she's like,
know.
my husband's looking at porn. Am I not good enough for him?
my husband's looking at lesbians licking.
Big boobs and lesbians licking.
Imagine if I step up thought my dad was just looking up big lesbians licking.
Big lesbians licking.
Big lesbians, just giant
Like
lesbians.
giant women.
Yeah, they're in model cities that are using Godzilla movies.
There's an audience for that. There's a market for that. But that was very sweet of your dad.
I know. I still remember that to this day because I was like, Dad, thank you.
I looked up lesbians on the computer once when I was in middle school. And
Only once?
Well, my mom saw that the history had been cleared, and my mom came downstairs and she's like, "You want to explain to me why the history was cleared?" And I was just like,
I know.
I don't know.
I'm like, I actually had something. I was like, it's, to not get viruses and stuff because it's good to like have, I can't.
I tried that one.
It was just bullshit.
That was also the day I got baptized. On the same day I got grounded for the rest of the
What
day.
age did you get baptized at?
I just got like second baptized. I was at the beach and I was at a church event.
They dunked you in the beach.
And they were like, "Do I want to get baptized again?" And I was like, "Sure." And they dunked me, and then I got home.
They threw you off a pier.
Just chucked me off the pier. But I got baptized, and I was feeling great. I'm like, I love life. I love God. And
I remember loving God. That felt great.
And then I got home immediately, and my mom was like, "Matt, why is the history cleared?" And then I was grounded the rest of the day in my room for looking at pornographic images.
She didn't prove it though.
Well, what my mom threatened was, she said if I didn't give her an answer, she would take the computer to a specialist and have the history pulled back up.
She would not go through the trouble to do that though.
Well, that's what she said. Well, actually, you know what? Really,
I don't think your mom's that.
It worked though. She got me. But true story. One time the history was cleared. I had not looked at anything and I had not cleared it. But she made that threat again. And in my mind, I'm like, well, she's gonna do that. What if she sees all the stuff I have looked at in the past? So I fessed up to something I didn't even do, and I got grounded for it.
Anne, hasn't she learned anything from our justice system? There needs to be like a little parent court system.
Like kids could take their parents to court,
Yeah,
or stuff.
like it's a little baby court.
Yeah, but
Like-
then my mom could get a subpoena
They have
for
beanbags.
Yeah, and my mom could get a subpoena for my search history, and then
Oh, jeez.
not that I looked at anything bad, but that's my private search
A
history.
lot of subpoenas flying around lately.
A lot of subpoenas, and dude, I like if you like American politics has been crazy lately. We don't have to get into it, but
You're more into the politics right now. My main obsession are these bombings in Texas.
oh yeah, in Austin, Texas,
Mm-hmm.
some
So
psychopaths just
fucking
like
interesting.
mailing bombs out, just to-
Mailing tripwires. From what I've heard, and I don't know if the second part is true. Of course, the one at the FedEx facility is the most recent one, but they said that one was also there was a second package that was given over to.
That's just some psychopath. It's like, I'm gonna mail out bombs.
Well, I mean, the Unabomber. He wasn't caught for 18 years, and he bombed 16. There were 16 bombings.
He had like a motive.
He had a
and
manifesto and everything.
Whoever's doing this just seems like they're just doing it
It's just
just to kill people.
Yeah, it just seems very random. So,
Yeah. And I'm going to Texas in 2 weeks. So
Austin,
No, not Austin.
San Antonio.
Actually, like my friends were in Austin when the bombing started because they were in South by Southwest. I'm surprised there were no bombs like at South by Southwest.
Yeah,
That's great that didn't happen, but yeah, that's scary, man. Guys, listeners, if you're considering doing that, please don't mail out bombs.
Yeah,
Please,
just don't.
that would really make you not a cool person if you did that. But yeah, guys, please don't be psychopaths.
Yeah, please.
That's scary. Just be nice, people. Just be nice to people.
Yeah.
I think the world could use a little more niceness. Just do something.
Or Matt, is nature weeding out morals because it found out that humans, when they have morals, they fuck things up, and now it wants to set it back to a more primitive state. and nature has the plants sending out pheromones to make us more psychotic.
Dude, that sounds like The Happening, where the plants send out pheromones that make people kill themselves.
Yeah.
Could such a thing be really happening? It's my favorite line in that movie.
Could such a thing be really happening?
It zooms in on Mark Wahlberg's face and he says that.
Can such a thing be really happening?
That's how he says it.
Can such a thing be really happening?
Marky Mark. Love little Marky Mark, man. God, what's he up to today?
I don't give a shit.
No, today. Like, what's he up to?
care.
Give him a call, man. You got him on speed dial.
Hey, Ryan, how's it going?
If I found out you were friends with Mark Wahlberg, I'd be
jealous,
impressed.
dude.
I would be jealous, to be honest.
Be jealous a little bit.
I'd be really jealous. If I was friends with, what celebrity would make you the most jealous if I was friends with them?
Oh, if you were friends with Bo Burnham, that would kind of strike me a bit.
If you were friends with
if you were friends with Harvey Weinstein, I'd be a little weirded out. Like if I found out you were like really close.
No longer friends, but we were friends.
Yeah.
I didn't know about any of the stuff he was doing though.
Of course.
Just to be clear.
Of course.
I just thought he was a nice dude, but then I found out all that stuff. So
yeah.
I think if you were friends with oh man, I don't know.
LeBron James.
That would be pretty fucking cool, dude. I'd be jealous if you were friends with. I'd be like, hey, can you introduce me to LeBron James?
What if I was friends with Chris Brown?
What
does that put you on the moral scale?
I'd just let you do your thing with him. I wouldn't really want to meet him. He beats women, dude. I wouldn't want to. He's a little lady beater. Well, Chris Brown.
He's a little lady beater.
Imagine if Chris Brown was 2 feet tall. That would just make him so funny, and like his voice was high pitched.
Dude, he needs to do that. He needs to get like reconstructive surgery to make
reduction surgery.
Yeah,
make himself real tiny.
He needs to make his feet come out of his torso.
Would that make him more popular?
He needs.
Of course it would.
He needs to make like from the shin down needs to be attached to like his breast.
What he needs to
that's
do
what needs to happen because he looks like he has a very good angry face.
He does, and I think he'd be a lot more scary if what he did was he had his like at the knee. Like he removes his entire shin and has his feet reconnected to where his knees are. Yeah. So he just has little like stub, like Hank Hill's dad in King of the Hill, Cotton Hill. That's what happened to him because he got his knees blown off in the war.
What great character design.
He had his shins blown off or something, so they had to reattach his feet. So he just like waddles around. But dude, if Chris Brown like for no reason at all one day woke up and was like, man, I'm gonna get my feet attached. I'm gonna get rid of my shins, my lower leg, and get my feet put on where my knees are. He would be in the news, dude. He would be super famous for that, and no one would. That would actually overshadow the woman beating thing, you know, because he would always be known. When you think Chris Brown right now, what do you think?
A lot of people have kind of given him a pass for the woman beating thing. Like the woman beating, just the woman beating.
The woman beating thing.
You know, he has this thing. He beat a woman once. She was very bloodied and busted her lip.
But people make mistakes.
Dude, everybody makes mistakes.
Everybody has those days. Like when you think about Chris Brown, you think of that. Like that's what you think of immediately.
Yeah,
and if he had his feet put there, you'd think of that instead as the first thing. So Chris Brown,
he had his feet put where? Oh yeah, exactly.
That would be like
dude, you brought it back.
No. What I'm saying is like seriously, if he had his legs reconstructed, that would overshadow the woman beating thing. So Chris Brown should hire us to kind of rebrand himself. Come on, buddy. These are good ideas.
I think he's already still doing well for himself again.
Chris Brown, man.
I used to be a big fan.
Really?
Yeah.
I liked his music. Listen to his tunes?
Yeah.
What songs did Chris Brown make? I don't even remember.
I can't even remember. Like
I can't remember his music.
Right after the controversy, I legitimately stopped watching or listening anything of his because I was like, he's a bad man.
I don't know what he did. Like what music he made. What songs did Chris Brown make?
See if you can run it, run it. There's a man on the floor. If he ain't,
he did a song with Michael Jackson, right?
See if you can run it, run it.
Did he do a song with Michael Jackson?
I don't know.
I swear Chris Brown did a song with Michael Jackson.
I remember people were talking about Chris Brown as if he was, like at the time they were like, is he like the next Michael Jackson? Because he could dance really well and his voice was nice. He has a nice voice.
Yeah, it's a nice voice.
I gotta give him credit where credit is due. But you know, Jesus fucking Christ.
Imagine I was trying to think of who did the song of Michael Jackson. I was like, Chris Brown. Was
Justin
Chris
Timberlake.
Tucker? It's not Chris Tucker. Chris Tucker did not make a song with Michael Jackson. I would have loved that. Would have been the hit of the century if Chris Tucker made a song with Michael Jackson. Would have been great, man. If I could like have any collaboration, like bring people back from the dead,
Jazzy Jeff and Michael Jackson,
I would definitely be Michael Jackson. I do Michael Jackson and like Hobson. I think is my dream collaboration. I think a Michael Jackson and Hobson song would be amazing.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. You like Hobson, right?
Who?
Hobson.
I don't know.
You know Hobson, Ryan.
Do I?
Yes, you know Hobson.
Who?
He made the racist song.
Racist.
The happy ending song.
Oh yeah,
He's like one of the worst rappers.
You know me with music. I don't remember names or anything. I just listen to shit. I wish I could remember names because then I could play stuff that I like. Like whenever I hear something you play, I'm like, oh, I should add that to my playlist, and then I forget about it.
Dude,
then
I do
it's not in my playlist.
For listeners out there too, you can link up Spotify with Shazam. So when you Shazam something, it automatically puts it in the playlist.
Ooh.
So if you're like, I like this song, Shazam it, boom, it's in your Spotify playlist.
But Taylor Swift's not on Spotify.
Is she not?
I don't know.
I know there's some.
Was it her
artists that
big
are-
thing where she wasn't on Spotify?
No, but some
Or
artists
it
that
was
only
her
do Tidal.
Oh yeah.
I don't know. I don't know who does Tidal though.
Isn't that Jay-Z?
Jay-Z, yeah. But like, I don't know.
Tidal.
A lot of you guys have been saying like I should make a public playlist. So I've been thinking about doing that. I might make a Spotify playlist, and just put because I still want to recommend a song or an artist every week, and maybe I can make a playlist for Super Mega Cast of every song I recommend. So it's like every week I add that song to it.
Yeah.
And y'all can go listen to it.
And late at night, a fan would put on that playlist and open up their window. The breeze rushes in and the curtains flow back, and they look up at the night sky and they can see almost every star. It's beautiful. It's not just black in the night sky. There's blues and purples and a little bit of a light pink. No orange. The sun is down, pretty much almost down at this point. Maybe a hint of yellow, but definitely not orange.
No fucking orange.
The yellow may be coming from the big moon. Oh, the moon looks like a cookie you could just dip in milk, take a bite. It looks just like a very delicious moon. They look up at the night sky and they go, right now, Matthew Watson could be listening to exactly what I'm listening to. And he could be looking up at the moon and looking at the same big moon that I'm looking at.
Could be looking at the same moon as Matt Watson.
And then they'd pull down their pants and start stroking their cock. Then they'd have to go get their kids' lunch ready for the next
That
morning.
changed everything. Okay, wait, hold on. Why do they have to go get their? Okay, wait, it's nighttime.
Yeah.
And they have to go get their kids' lunch ready.
Yeah, for the next morning.
Oh, that's right, because their kids are.
Because the bus comes early and he doesn't want to get up.
He doesn't want to make lunch in the morning.
Yeah.
I can just make lunch now.
Yeah.
Just make Lunchables now.
Yeah.
Dude,
Do you like that scene?
That was a great scene. I was confused by the imagery because you said the night sky with stars, and when you said like light pink and stuff, so I was like, what? But then
It just was a very beautiful kind of like oil painting once in a lifetime scenario.
He could be
Like, it was
tripping
just
on
a
acid.
Beautiful night.
So he just sees a bunch of different colors.
Yeah. He could just be a very depressed man.
And his kids are in the other room hungry, and
He
he's
shot up
tripping on
some
drugs.
heroin.
Yeah.
He's sitting in a rocking chair in an old like fucking room with no furniture in it.
Oh man, maybe Matt Watson's listening to this song right now.
But then you go into his parents' room, you go into his kids' room and they have like everything their heart desires.
Oh, that's good.
So now it's even more of a depressing scene. You try to understand him as a human and not just a druggie, you know?
Yeah.
You don't want to label him a druggie and, druggies are bad. You want to give him a character. You want to say, hey, he came out of a vagina just like everyone else. He had to learn to walk. He had to learn his ABCs and 1, 2, 3s, and this is who he became.
Hey man, you know what? We might all have different opinions and we might fight, but at the end of the day, we all came out of vaginas, man.
Yeah.
We all came out of vaginas.
That's one thing you cannot dispute.
Is that you came out of a vagina?
Yeah.
No, actually.
Or a stomach. A
Yeah,
C-section, Ryan.
You could have a C-section. I was about to say, dude, I was about to poke the biggest hole in your argument ever. I was saying, well, what if you came out of someone's belly?
Someone's smashing their keyboard right now because we ruined that they were
They were already typing it like,
Yeah.
actually, Ryan, you can come out of a stomach with a C-section. Dude,
Woo, wait till Ryan reads the comments today.
Woo, C-sections upset me.
Do they? Why?
Because you're
You get
like
a C-section scar, right?
the thought of cutting open like a stomach and pulling a baby out is ugh.
It's very medieval sounding.
Yeah.
It sounds like a big sacrificial, like a Jesus Christ mythology type of thing, where it's like we were in the middle of battle and had to carve him out of his mother, but he was a warrior born with a 6-pack and 3 biceps,
3 biceps.
one on his neck.
But Doc, isn't that just your neck muscle? No, that's a bicep. Oh man, dude, every muscle on my body is a bicep.
Oh,
I lift weights with every muscle in my body. Put weights on my feet, lift my feet up.
you got to work out that butt.
I have been working
Doing
out
some
this
glute
butt.
exercises.
I've been doing some stuff that works out my butt, and it hurts.
I have a picture of your butt on my phone from like a few days ago.
What?
Yeah,
What do you mean?
it's
Oh, we were shooting the mail video, and I was changing. You took a picture of me in the other room.
yeah.
I didn't even know you were in
And I'm gonna
sight.
frame it, and I'm like, this is a sad photo because
It does look super depressing. It looks like I'm just like in a disgusting room, like changing, and I just don't care about myself. It's pretty
I
depressing.
gotta frame it or get someone to do an oil painting.
I'm gonna
of
come
it.
over and just see that you have that on the wall, and I'll be like, oh,
Would you mind?
yes, I would mind.
Why? No one's coming over. No one's gonna see it.
I would,
except
but
for me.
Well, what if like a maintenance man comes in and sees that?
He doesn't know you. What is a maintenance man? A fan of Super Mega?
Could be. He definitely could be. You never
get to
know.
work on the Ryan's maintenance.
The Ryan McGee. He gets to go to the Ryan McGee's place and he gets to see a picture of my ass, my bare ass, which is looking much better these days. I do have to. I was looking at my butt in the mirror today, and I was going, damn, I don't have that Hank Hill ass anymore.
You never did.
What?
You always had a cute little butt, dude.
Oh man, Ryan, you always make me feel so good. Welcome to Super Mega Cast, where one male friend tells his other male friend that you always had a cute butt, dude. And then we're like, why do people ship us? God.
I've got to give it up. I've accepted that, I think. I've accepted that shit happens. Because it happens everywhere. It happens with every fan.
Shippers, yeah.
Yeah, there's no way to escape it.
You can't escape shippers, man.
No, but there's no reason that we need to feed it, like Kiss in a video
Yeah.
or anything.
Or, tell me that I've always had a cute butt. Or that you have a picture of my butt on your phone. So that sentence, oh, I have a picture. I took a picture of your butt the other day. It's on my phone.
It's on my phone, dude. It's right here. Want to see it?
Can I see
I'll
it?
post
Yeah.
it.
Let me see it. What are the odds you tweet that out right now?
You just look so funny, and it was just such a.
Okay, so Ryan and Tucker
Strange.
were in the other room, like with some camera stuff, and I was in my room and I needed to change my pants for the video.
So you had your shirt on.
So
You're
I quickly just took my pants off to trade because I'm like,
It's just
no one's looking.
You were so just.
But you took a picture.
You were so just.
You broke
I
my
don't
privacy.
care.
You
my
invaded my
male friends
privacy.
are here.
Let me see. That actually would be a fantastic painting.
Yeah, I just gotta.
It's super depressing. That's
There's a dick in there.
yeah, it's hanging down right
Yeah.
You can see that there. Dude, okay. All right, well,
If you took the dick out, like it would be a good painting.
I can see some definition in my legs now. See, okay, look at this. See, I have been working out. See how there's like more
God.
there?
Man, yeah.
Yeah. All
I
right.
didn't have to zoom in, but
Well, I'm trying to point out that I've been working out and I'm trying to make a difference, and I want you to recognize.
why you keep zooming in on your hanging?
Take your phone back. Take it
Thanks.
back.
Is that my wallpaper now?
Set it as your wallpaper. I want to set my phone as like some weird. I want to get like a throwaway phone and set the wallpaper as something like super bizarre and then lose it on purpose. So someone finds it and it's just like the backside of a dude with his dick hanging between his legs. Someone's like, oh, I found this phone. Who do I return this to? And then I want to lose my phone and have the worst wallpaper like that, but then make it so they on the back it has my phone number. So then they have to give it to me. So I have to meet up with them and I just want to see how they react. I'm like, oh, thank you so much, man. You found my phone? And then they would look me in the eye and hand it back to me.
I'm sorry. I was just looking up something.
Okay, I'm glad that my conversation's not stimulating enough for you, Ryan.
Sorry, I was looking up animals with human penises to see if people have ever like realistically photoshopped an animal with a human penis, like just a male dick.
Like a dog?
Yeah,
with a
but then
human's
the
dick?
first thing that one of the first things that comes up is this picture. It's just a
Ugh.
mutant pig with a human face.
I hate that. I've seen that before. It's the pig that got born all mutated and it's gross looking. Poor little fella. Feel bad for him. You ever seen like those cats that have two faces?
What?
Like the cats that are born mutated with two faces?
Cat 2.
Like it has a face on each side of its head. You haven't seen that? It's
No.
creepy. It's real creepy.
Oh, ew.
Isn't that weird?
This?
Yeah. Oh, it's
The
so
eye
weird.
stretches. That's what I don't like.
I thought there was a human that was born like that too. There was a guy that was born with a face on the back, like a small shriveled face on the back of his head.
Yeah, Voldemort.
No, really, but and then he killed himself because he said it whispered awful things to him at night.
Oh my god, that's terrifying.
That's what he said.
Like,
Like it was a small. Let me see if I can find a picture. It was a small, terrifying, like shriveled up face on the back of his head, like
there
a second
pictures?
face. Yeah, there's pictures of him.
and he said that it whispered to him at night?
Guy with second face. Let me see if I can find this. Here we go.
Sounds terrifying.
Fact check. Edward Mondrake, the man with two faces. Oh, wait, here's a Snopes thing. Okay, never mind. It's false. Thank you, Snopes. Snopes has debunked it for me.
Oh.
So I'd like to keep believing that, though, because that's scary.
Well, that's fine.
Let's see. It was this, though. See this? See the picture?
Ugh.
That's creepy, right?
Is that a real photo though? Did he actually exist?
Let's see. Albeit popularized in the 2000s via memes, songs, and TV shows, the story isn't of recent origin, having aroused the morbid interest of Victorian readers more than a century ago in Gould and Pyle's Anomalies and Curiosities of Medicine, first published in 1896. Blah, 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 blah. All right, it's false. So, guys, you learned something. You learned that story that some of you might know about the man with two faces, not true. Not real at all. So, look at that, man. That's some fake news for you.
Two things I want to mention. And they're from a while ago, from that Nintendo Direct. Okay.
Fucking do it, then.
The first thing is that Phil Spencer is willing to let Banjo-Kazooie appear on Smash Brothers, which would be really cool. I think
That would be awesome. Banjo-Kazooie's a Smash Bros. Character?
yes.
That would be so cool.
Have the bird. He'd have the little bird.
That would be my favorite
Little
Smash Bros.
Kazooie.
Character. I love Banjo-Kazooie. Like I love him as a character.
First game creeped me out when I was a kid, but I liked running around the world.
I just love the character design.
I like going. Whenever you ran with the bird.
I feel like I'm in Banjo-Kazooie right now.
Ow, 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 ow,
Oh yeah, how they talk. It's so cool. I love those sounds though. Wait, what's the second thing?
What?
What's the second thing?
Oh, I'm super pumped for Mario Tennis Aces.
Really?
Yes.
I've never been into Mario sports games for some reason. I'm just not into
Mario
sports.
Baseball, Super Sluggers is
Super Sluggers is fun.
fantastic.
It is
and
fun.
I feel like Mario Tennis Aces is going to be super fun, especially if you get to use motion controls.
Oh yeah,
It'll be like a much better Wii Sports version of Wii Tennis.
What I do like about Mario Aces is that Chain Chomp is a character. and
Yes.
he just holds the tennis racket in his mouth.
Yep.
That's pretty cool.
I like that. Oh, I'm so excited. But that's not coming out till June 22nd.
Oh
so
damn, that's far from now.
sad face emoticon.
Ryan, how much money would I have to give you to get an emoji tattoo? The laughing, crying emoji tattooed across your face, so it like covers your entire
No
face,
amount
and you have
of
like the
money,
tears
no
there.
amount
and
of
everything.
money.
No amount of money.
God, would I do it for like $1 million?
No amount of money.
What would you do it for? Like realistically.
See, that's the thing. It's life altering. Like,
Yeah,
you're,
like
you're gonna
it's-
be different. Like, no one's ever gonna look at you the same.
But if you get like billions of dollars, couldn't you pay to have it somewhat taken off?
you can't take it
well?
off. You have to keep it.
Oh, you have to keep it.
Like, you get it.
Is it
tattooed.
colored and everything?
Yeah. Like, imagine like the
Dude,
emoji just on your face.
Is that worth it? I
Yeah,
don't think
dude,
it
for like
is.
$500 million.
I think the biggest part would be you'd be shunning yourself from any normal facet of human interaction. You couldn't have a normal experience with someone if you didn't have it on. It would be like a new normal, but social life would never be the
That's
same.
true.
And it couldn't be as genuine as it was before.
You got to meet like girlfriends' parents and stuff.
Assuming you get a girlfriend with it.
Well, if you had $500 million,
True. You know what I'm saying? Girls just want that money, bitch. I gotta go pee-pee, dude.
All right, go pee.
Okay.
Ryan's back. He went pee pee.
I did go pee-pee.
How was it?
It was nice.
Did
It's
you drain?
fine.
How hydrated are you?
Think of it as a very... Have you ever been to like a YMCA or daycare center?
No.
Oh, well. Sometimes they didn't have enough lemonade powder.
Okay. No, I've been places where they've made like Gatorade or lemonade, and it just wasn't.
They didn't have
it's
enough
too much
pow-
water.
yeah. Like that.
Okay. Cool.
So, not 100% clear, but a little dusty, a little misty of the yellow.
Well, there's a little sprinkling
Little
of
yellow
yellow
mist.
in there. Yeah, a little. Yeah, I hear you, man. So, I was recently in the news. Right now there's a lot of talk about Russia and how they influenced.
You were recently in the news?
Recently in the
Oh,
news,
okay.
talking about Russia and the talking about how they influenced the 2016 election. And I saw this story about how the Russians had created like a game, like a Hillary Clinton video game, as like a way to like make voters dislike her and stuff. And they called it Hiltindo. And I think what made me more upset about that than them, interfering with the election was that they didn't call it Clintindo.
Nintendo.
Like, I saw that and I immediately thought, why didn't they call it Clintindo? Like, the Hillary Clinton.
Clinton is the big
Clintindo.
part of the name.
I know. Hiltindo? Really? That's the best you can do, Russians?
It's not Hillary Clinton.
It's like Nintendo. Clintindo. Clinton. Like, How did you guys come on? Get more creative than that.
Ugh.
Okay, so what the fuck's going on with them poisoning some dude? Okay, like are they gonna have to answer for that or something? Or
No,
is this
they don't have to answer for anything?
Shouldn't
'cause
this be
they're
a
so
big event?
powerful.
Shouldn't this be
It
like a
is.
big fucking thing? Like it's like
It
holy
is.
shit, you poisoned someone who's living in another country, and you used an illegal like nerve agent, right?
That was like banned by the Geneva Convention.
yeah, or
stuff.
some shit like that. And it's like you used it in another country. You
Very sloppily too. It was not. It was people got hurt. Oh, I actually read that they most likely did it sloppily on purpose to send a message
yeah.
to say like because like they could have assassinated that guy and gotten away with it. And no one would have
Like
known.
they always do.
But yeah, because Russia likes to kill a lot of like political opponents stuff.
No, it's just a bunch of happy little accidents.
You know, guys accidentally commit suicide by shooting themselves 3 times in the back of the head. It
That's
happens.
all I'm saying,
You know?
dude.
In their apartment. But like, I read an analysis saying that they did it sloppy to send a message, like on purpose. Like, look,
I'm not like trying to spark controversy. I'm legitimately interested in this because it seems like a big event that should feel bigger than it is being portrayed, I guess.
it
Just
it
the
is
act
really
of
big.
just that sounds like when you watch a documentary series from like, you know, from what happened from the year 2000 to 2020. Like this would be a big moment in that documentary. It'd be like a good portion, like
Yeah.
they'd have to cover it. It just feels like, is it just gonna end with sanctions and like kind of like a no, because it can't escalate.
America's
No one
not-
wants war. No one's gonna escalate to war on this.
We're not calling them out for it, which sucks. And they don't have to answer to anything because they'll just deny it. You know.
Well, because they're like, how dare you? I
Like,
thought
that wasn't us.
we were supposed to have a joint investigation.
It's
Those
like-
are the rules, or
Like
something
like
like
a
that.
million countries like intelligence analyzed it and they're like, yeah, this was 100% Russia. And they're like, no,
It's just
they
it's
kill
just-
people all the time.
Yeah, but this just feels different in terms of in another country using this sort
Oh
of.
yeah, because that's in another country, and that shouldn't be allowed to happen. Like a country shouldn't be able to assassinate someone else in another country.
I don't know. I'm not trying to draw any political conclusions. All I'm saying is that's super big and fucked up, and it's just scary.
Well, dude, Russia. Like I'm not talking about.
What if they did it here? If they did it here, there would be a bigger fuss. I
Oh
think.
yeah, 100%.
If it was in America, they can fuck with UK because no one gives a shit for some reason. But you know, like if it happened in the US, something like it would be this huge uproar.
Well, people would be mad because also America has that sense of like pride too. So it's like, oh, this happened in my country.
Yeah.
Where like a lot of other countries
Very
don't have that. It's
nationalist
big
type of
yeah.
thinking.
So like, I just think like not Russia as a whole and not all the people. I'm just saying the Russian government seems they like sticking their hands in. They like doing things. They like
Is it an
riling people's
oligarchy?
feathers up.
Is it essential? Is it like verbatim? Like what do they profess to be? They profess to be a democracy.
Yeah, but
But they're an oligarchy.
yeah, because Putin just like yesterday just won his 4th term, but you know it's like, do you consider that winning because he banned his opponents from running,
Mhm.
and then the people that were opposing, like the other people running the election, barely campaigned because it's like you have to walk on like eggshells if you were running against Putin because you're like, well, I don't want my family to die and I don't want to die, so
Putin's a formidable foe.
he is.
Oh, we don't want. Like, here's the thing. I wouldn't want to. This is the trouble I have because they're fucked up. But there are other countries who do a lot of like. We also do a lot of fucked up things to other countries.
totally.
But since they're quote unquote just little shitty countries, you know, it's like no one really cares. You know, we can bomb in little ragtag countries, but
Shitholes.
you know, if we can't bomb a major country is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
It's a lot easier to bomb the little guy. And
Yeah,
it is.
It is. That's true.
it's now World War II, that was a different story.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, even though they were in the middle of they were probably what, like close to surrendering, right? When we dropped them, when we
Japan?
dropped those big boys on them. Oof, they weren't doing well.
Japan, no, they were pretty close to losing at that point.
And we were bombing cities, like we were bombing a shit ton of cities before that too, right? We
Oh,
were
yeah.
like firebombing stuff.
And then we were like, hey, surprise, surprise. And then we dropped the 8 bomb. And then
Yeah.
we dropped another one. And apparently they had like 9 more ready to go.
Yeah, and just drone strike, a bunch of stuff. A lot of countries do a lot of fucked up stuff, but what's interesting to me is like, what is going to be the point in which someone else is like, that's fucked up, and then it escalates? What's going to be the point of escalation?
Well, it
'Cause-
should have been the interference in the 2016 election, but seems like nothing is being done about that. Because not to get political, but it seems like people in charge don't just turn a blind eye because it helped them win. So they're like, whatever.
Politics in America is like an insider's club, right? Like it was set up
Pay
to
to
kind
play.
of be a for the people, by the people type of thing.
Well, it's supposed to be.
But now it's
all about being bought out.
It's like a club. Well, it's
politicians-
about money.
It's all about money.
I mean, that's all. I mean, it's nothing new. I'm thinking I think most people know it's all about money, but it's just weird how there's this like NFL mentality behind it when you get into elections and stuff.
It's like NASCAR with sponsors, you know?
It's like we can ignore like big problems as long as the enemy is doing worse type of thing.
Yeah.
I see a lot of people with that mentality. In fact, I know a lot of people with that mentality back in South Carolina. Like sometimes I'll see a Facebook post and I'll be like, oh, wow.
Yeah.
Oh, shit. And this is like coming from both sides too. Like, I don't want to get specific because I don't want to talk about my friends or people I know back in South Carolina.
Name drop 'em.
and their political views.
I dare you. Name drop them.
Okay. Sean Bean.
Is that really?
No.
Oh.
Sean Bean. He's from Lord of the Rings.
I didn't see Lord of the
He's in
Rings.
Game of Thrones.
Hey, I think the most important thing, and this is, I mean, to everyone, but this is mainly to American listeners, is vote. To go out and vote.
You pay attention.
That's actually super important. Like I used to think voting just was like why would I vote for like the governor election, or why would I vote for like mayor or any of that shit? Like it's actually super important, especially right now. So if you want like you pick who gets elected essentially. So go out and vote. Do it. It's very important. And as election season rears up in November, I'll be pushing that hard because I want all of my listeners to go out and vote. It doesn't matter who you vote for, just go out and vote. Participate in the system. So, just do it. It's important.
Do you think it's possible for Trump to win a second time? Like, do you think it's logistically possible? I'm not asking like, do you want to see him win another time type of thing. I'm just saying, do you think it's possible? I think it's super possible.
I don't think it's possible because I think that basically the number of people that support him is what, like a third of the country? So what it takes people to actually get out and vote. And people didn't vote in the 2016 election, except there were like a lot of people voted because he got his fan base so riled up that they actually went out and voted, and people didn't like Hillary Clinton on the left, so people just didn't really, and no one thought he would win, so they didn't go out and vote. So then, even though he actually still lost,
it was kind of an election that a lot of people didn't care in general. So like, there was a lot of people in the middle that's like, I don't care for either, so I'm just not going to vote.
Exactly.
Because they had nothing to say. Like, there's a lot of people who still are like, I don't know if I chose right or wrong, because it's just like in terms of not voting, because it's like, well, I mean, if I voted and Hillary won, would I have liked this more? There's a lot of people who
also she still did win by the popular vote.
By the popular vote, yeah, but not by the wonderful
electoral
college.
Yeah, but I think that because his support is technically so small, I think that after this, people are waking up and they will go out and vote. 100%. If you look at what's happening with like the primaries and stuff in different states, like all of these,
I haven't been paying attention, so I'm leaning on most of what you've been.
Look at Alabama, like that got flipped to a Democrat, and that like never happens. Just barely, but it still
take a child fucker to do that.
Yeah, and but still.
Okay. I'm sorry. He may not have. I don't know if he did.
He definitely fucked children.
Did he?
Yeah.
It's proven.
Pretty
like
much.
Beyond a shadow of a doubt. Why isn't he in jail if it's been proven?
Well, because it's not like there's not like video.
He fooled around with young kids.
Yeah,
100%. Right.
He was banned from the local mall for that.
Oh.
You know, shit like that. There were people came out and he had signed some girl's yearbook that he had allegedly had a relationship with. A lot of shit like that.
Okay, so there's stuff that
Roy Moore's a real piece of shit.
I'm okay. I'll retract that. I'll just say he's a really gross piece of shit.
Sure.
Yeah,
but
Jared, on the other hand, is also a piece of shit.
Yeah,
and he was found super guilty.
Yeah,
and I do not take back my claims of him needing to bite a metal rod until his teeth fall out.
But if you look, like a lot of counties and stuff are shifting like hardcore right now because people are actually going out and voting now, because where they didn't before, and they're shifting over to the other side because of that. Mainly because of like what's going on now, so people are actually going out and voting because they realize that it is more important than they thought. So I think if Trump is still in office by the time 2020 comes, it'll be like definitely. I don't think he has a chance of winning because I think his support is like a third right now.
But what about like something happens that brings the country together. Like the closest example I can think of to demonstrate what I'm thinking of would be, I guess, the Bush administration and what 9/11 and just the Iraq and just
because that
war
made
in
his
general.
approval rating so high.
Yeah. So
well, I don't know.
What's to say something like that? Like if something with North Korea goes well, which I doubt anything actually will happen with that. It just seems like something that they do when they get desperate.
I think that Trump's approval rating could go up if something like that happened, but I think he's already come so far and made it clear who he is that people still wouldn't vote for him again.
Okay.
You know?
There'd still be a lot of people that would vote for him.
Of course, yeah. There's still a ton of people that would vote for Donald Trump again in 2020. But I think that, his supporters are really loud.
I'm sorry, I can't. He will always be the dude on like the Apprentice and the dude on the Comedy Central roast to me. Like that's how I see him. That's how I grew up with him. I grew up with him being like this.
He grew up as like the
goofy,
orange
rich
guy with funny hair.
Well, he grew up to me as just like he's a rich famous guy that's in cameos and a bunch of stuff. Like I saw him on the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. He was in a bunch of shit. I didn't know it was him when I watched Home Alone, even though it's obvious that it's him. Like in my head, I'm like, oh wow, he was in Home Alone too. Shit.
I remember when he was in Fresh Prince and he's like, it's the Donald.
But it's just crazy. It's like everyone. I guess one of the things I've noticed is just how violent the verbal arguments can get between people who disagree on Donald Trump. When it's like a lot of people used to make fun of Donald Trump. He used to be this big caricature, but now if you make fun of Donald Trump, apparently, like you're put on some side of an aisle, and people will be like, "Why are you disrespecting the president?" I'm like, it's not about this. He's a goofy dude. Like in general,
100%, and his actions are.
And I don't personally feel like he's like the best president we've ever had. I'm sorry. I mean,
what?
Sorry to say.
What?
I know.
I'm done with the podcast, Ryan. I can't sit here and listen to you disrespect the president any longer.
I don't. Well, here's the thing. When you look back in history, most presidents, there's always you have very few presidents that are like, that was a good president. Because you go back and you're like, wow, they did nothing, they did nothing, they did nothing.
20 years, you're going to look back and be like, look at Donald Trump, like, that was a good president.
Yeah. No, I'm not talking about that. I'm saying there are you look back in history and there's very few presidents where you can go, wow, that's a good person. Morally, that's a morally good person. That's a good person who stood up for the right stuff, who tried to make the right calls.
Yeah.
That type of person.
Do you ever this happens to me. Sometimes I'll stop and I'll realize that I'll actually think about the timeline I'm in where Donald Trump is the president of the United States of America. Do you ever think about that? Because it feels normalized now.
Oh, boo-hoo, Reagan was president.
Because he's an actor. But do you ever think about that? Like you stop and you're like, politics aside from it, take all the politics out of it. Donald Trump is president of the United States.
And this is just a natural reaction I have whenever I see him talking as the president of the United States, as the president. But it's just, I don't make that connection like I did with George Bush and Obama. Because back then, I'm not saying George Bush or Obama acts presidential 100% of the time. Some boys
Trump
like to have
changed
fun.
It completely. He changed, he threw presidentiality.
George and Obama had fun with some things.
With the tan suit. Or the Dijon mustard?
Enjoy your burger, Mr. President.
Got a spicy mustard?
Enjoy your fancy burger, Mr. President. Sean Hannity, you funny, funny man.
Well, I'm sure you guys are tired of listening to us cucks go on. So,
sorry, it's just politics.
We talk about them sometimes, but you can disagree if you want. That's all right. You feel free to have some political discourse in the comments if you want. We don't care.
I think, though, people on both sides of the aisle agree that Trump is a goofy man.
He's a goofy man.
People who voted for him even are like, yeah, he's crazy and goofy.
Yeah. And that's why some people voted for him.
Crazy? What? Not my president.
But guys, it's we have political opinions, but that doesn't mean that, that's just our opinions. That doesn't affect anything. So do what you want to do. Believe what you want to believe. We're not gonna tell you who to vote for. We're not pushing them on you, but voting is important. You should.
Yeah, voting's important. We're never gonna tell you who to vote for, but it is important just to be in the democratic process in general, because to share your voice, you have to use it. And so that's super important. As long as you have a voice, use it. And
Well, thanks for tuning into the Cuckcast. We're just a couple of soy boys, you know.
You know what I'm saying? Boom.
I love being a soy boy, man.
So boy number 1.
Hey, but wait.
What happened?
I need to recommend a song.
Oh.
I need to recommend music this week.
Okay.
Because I keep saying I'm gonna do that, and then I do it, and then I forget the next week.
Okay.
I'm gonna get consistent about that. Make that a segment on the podcast. Matt's music recommendation.
Are you making music?
No.
Are
Like,
you gonna start recommending your own music?
guys, this week's artist is Matt Watson.
No, but you don't go by Matt Watson. Like you set up like this. Like
And I
DJ
tell people
name.
to check it out when it's actually secretly me.
Yeah.
Hey, who knows? Maybe. This weekend.
Oh my God! Imagine people like that hear every song they listen to that you recommend. They're like, "Is this something Matt made? Is this Matt?
This could be him.
This could be it. Listen to the voice. Listen to the pronunciation of these words: Pam, lamb, sham." For some reason, use all 3 of those words in a song.
And the song is called Pam Lamb Sham.
Pam, lamb, sham, dude.
But this week's music recommendation is a song I really like in a band that I absolutely love. One of my favorite bands ever. It's called When You Sleep by My Bloody Valentine. Off of their album Loveless, which is a huge classic. So if you haven't listened to them, it's not for everyone. It's very noisy music. It's like it's very noisy shoegaze. So if you don't like that, no worries. But that's this week's song. So maybe next week you can get a good song too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't have anything to share in terms of good movies or anything.
That's okay.
But I watched Shrek the Musical. I finished Shrek the Musical live on Broadway. It took me, I think, 5 days to complete.
Yeah, you always send me Snapchats where you're like still watching it.
Like at night, there would always be like a string of snaps that I'd send. Like
you looked like you were not
Justin.
having fun.
No,
You're
no.
miserable.
Sometimes I was laughing. Okay, wait. There's a. I saved this because I'm like I haven't heard this type of laugh in a long time. Where like I kind of drain myself out. There's the picture of your ass.
Yeah, there it is.
Oh, hold on. Where is it? Ugh. It's when I'm watching the Pinocchio dude like really give it his all.
Dude, he gave it everything.
Like,
He's like,
he's-
this is my shot.
Right? Hold on, let me see if I can find it. Oh, where's... Okay, here it is. Let me see if I can... Hold on.
They're all so proud of themselves. Oh my god. They're all so tired. Oh, he's
Is that the end of the show?
Good time, dude. Oh my god.
I think it's near the end.
Dude, he was having the time of his life up there on
He-
stage. The guy that played Pinocchio.
He was going at it, dude. Because the whole musical, it based a lot of its shit around... not the references to Shrek, but they used a lot of the jokes in Shrek, and it's like these are our best jokes.
We were actually saying that like Shrek on Broadway, like that's how billionaires experience Shrek. You know, like they didn't go to the movie theater and see
No.
it. Like why would a billionaire go see Shrek? You know, but that's how like the 1% experiences Shrek.
And good for them. Keep your big, bright, beautiful world.
I don't know the soundtrack. You were listening to it yesterday.
I only
though.
know that
it stuck
that-
with you.
Yeah, that one song. Because at the end, dude, I'm sorry. I'm sorry to subject you all to this, but their reprise of Big, Bright, Beautiful World, it doesn't even sound like it's from Shrek the Musical. Like, it sounds like it's from, like, some Broadway show about, like, homosexuality and the struggle of the AIDS epidemic, like a Rent type of play. And then they come in with this song at the very end, and it just... Does this sound like it's from Shrek the Musical? Hold on.
That's beautiful.
It doesn't even...
No.
Hold
That's a
on.
beautiful reprise.
Listen to Shrek come in. This is the guy who plays Shrek. This is Shrek's voice.
It's a big, bright,
This is from the Shrek musical.
Yeah.
with happiness all around.
That is beautiful.
It's peaches and cream.
It's just...
Oh my god. Guys, in the comments, if you've seen Shrek on Broadway, let us know how it was.
A lot of people were... I tweeted out a place where I stopped one night, which is when they had a farting montage.
I saw that clip and I was like, why is this on Broadway?
I know.
This is really on Broadway.
But people were saying that, like, yeah, my high school performed it. I was in this high school, so please, please just at Super Mega Show on Twitter, and at me too, because I'd like to see him. Eli Rye McGee on Twitter. And just at me, like, your school's productions costumes if you were a part of it or anything like that, because I want to see it. I get a kick out of seeing
People dressed up in
Shrek, high school production, like, costuming of Shrek the Musical. because it's always like really off. Like I took a few pictures
You
of
can't
some.
replicate Shrek without like $1,000 prosthetics.
I got obsessed a little bit and I started watching certain high school performances, like certain bits of it, because I'm like, how are they gonna do this? Hold on, Matt. Are you ready for this?
I'm ready. I'm ready for it, dude. Let me see it.
I gotta find them.
Let me see this high school's performance of Shrek.
Like, I have 2 images. Hold on. So there's this one, which is terrifying.
I hate that.
And then this is the favorite.
You got to
one I
put these
found.
on screen.
This is my favorite one though.
Oh my god.
I put it on screen.
It's there. Those images are fantastic.
It's a big, bright, beautiful world.
Oh man. Well, guys, go love your parents. Go love yourself. Go watch Shrek the Musical. It's on Netflix.
It is on Netflix.
Let us know what you think about it. I watched a little bit. I stopped at like 5 minutes in. It was a little.
It's
too
because
much
you were
for
with me. That was the start of me watching it. By the way, when you and I started watching it from the beginning,
We were like, we gotta turn this off.
yeah, I picked it up. I picked it up after.
We
that.
we looked at, like we started it jokingly, and then like 5-10 minutes in, we were like, we don't actually have to watch this. We don't have to finish this.
It was just a good thing to watch, you know, just to sit down after a hard day's work mowing the lawn.
Yeah, dude. It was a tough day. But guys, we'll see you next week. Thank you so much for listening. Oh, go rate us on iTunes too. Go help us get up in the podcast ranks. That'd be sweet. Thanks, guys.
Matt.
What?
Sorry.
Whew. What?
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, to the 86th episode of the Super Mega Cast, starring Matt Watson and myself, Ryan McGee. In this episode, we will talk about stuff, things, and all the like. Here we go. Off to Matt for the weather.
All right. Well, I mean, it feels great in Los Angeles today. I gotta say, it's feeling nice. It's been chilly, but now it's feeling good. But that only applies to people in Los Angeles, and that only applies to people today, right now, when we're recording this. So by the time I'm listening to this, it's completely irrelevant.
Yeah, you will be listening to this though, within like a 2-day period of us recording it.
Yeah.
So you at least it'll be close in proximity of
Right.
time.
For you Los Angeles listeners, it's a very recent weather not forecast, observation.
Yeah, and can we just give a big shout out to our man Kenneth, who just did the announcement for this episode. Thank you, Kenneth.
Good job, man.
We figured we'd hire him to kind of set things off on a positive note.
He's got a great voice.
I don't think we can pay for any other podcast. He charges a lot, so maybe after
He
this
charges.
one.
I thought that. Yeah, I did not expect his rates to be
This will
so
be
high.
the only one, but yeah, he's a great part of the crew. We love to have him on. So
I love Kenneth, man.
yeah,
But hey, everyone. Ryan actually
that's me.
has a surprise for everybody.
Oh, my lord, do I ever?
He wants to tell everyone
Yeah. What do I want to tell him about?
a
Matt?
wonderful story that happened to him in the last week
Last
involving
week.
him
Yeah.
and his mother. Go ahead, Ryan.
My mom does I don't know.
Ryan, you know what I'm talking
What
about, man. You know
story?
exactly what I'm talking
I'm trying
about.
to think of a story.
No, Ryan, you know what I'm talking about.
No. She does a lot of stuff that gets me on edge. So
No,
I'm trying
Ryan,
to.
you know exactly what I'm talking about, man.
I'm trying to. Which one though?
Thing with the petroleum jelly?
Oh no, I don't want to talk about that.
Really?
Yeah,
Oh, all right.
I said save it for episode like 100 for like a special thing.
Oh.
Make sure to bring it up for the 100th episode.
Okay. All right. Well,
It'll be
you
the
guys have to wait for
petroleum
episode
jelly
100.
special.
All right.
But in other news, how have you been? What have you been up to recently, Matthew?
Man, Ryan, I've been good, man. I've just been chilling out, doing a little bit of maxing,
Okay.
doing a little bit of hanging out. So you thought I was gonna do the Fresh Prince joke? I did not do it.
Well, you kind of did it. You even referenced it.
I broke
and brought it to
expectations.
this. Yeah.
See, Ryan, that's what comedy's all about. It's about breaking expectations, right? It's about shattering expectations.
That's what it is.
That's what I went to comedy school, and so they taught me.
Is that what you did over the weekend?
I did. I went to comedy school.
Is that why you're so funny right now?
Yeah, dude. I'm bringing a whole new. I'm changing the game when it comes
I
to our
could tell. I
podcast
was
right
like,
now.
man, he's 10 times funnier than he normally is.
Thanks, man. Everyone's been telling me that lately. Like ever since I went to this new comedy school, everyone's just telling me like, Matt, you're so funny these days. When did you get so funny, man?
get Facebook messages from your friends. God damn, man, how'd you get so funny?
I mean, I know we haven't talked since high school, but I don't know. I just kind of got this feeling lately, just like in something in the air. It just says you're funnier these days.
But speaking of Facebook,
Yeah.
do you like Facebook? I don't. I really don't. I haven't liked it for the past like 2 years.
Okay, I use Facebook. So I got a Facebook account like 8 or 9 years ago,
Yeah.
and back then I was really into it because I was
Same.
like, Facebook's the shit, man.
I can keep track of my friends. What are they doing? They're
Yeah.
posting pictures. I'm posting pictures.
You know,
I'm
you'd
taking
always
quizzes to
Yep.
silently hint at my crushes that I go to school with. Maybe if they see this little quiz I took, maybe
Yep.
they'll be like, "Ooh, maybe that's me," and we'll hook.
Yeah, exactly, man.
Nothing ever good happened because of those quizzes. But
because I wonder if anyone's ever gotten laid because of like a Facebook personality quiz.
yeah,
But I remember like commenting on your friend's wall after you get home from school, been doing some homework. You'll comment on like your friend's wall. You know, write some funny stuff. You know,
Yeah.
share a funny YouTube video of a chimpanzee peeing in his own mouth. You know, good stuff, man.
I remember comments turned into like chat log sect. Oh, do you remember Facebook chat? I used that all the time. I used it so fucking much, and I remember there's a lot of well, they're all gone now because I deleted my Facebook at one point and then I remade it. But there was a point where I could just go back and through all the old conversations and from like years ago.
I use that every day
I would
still.
talk about I don't. I can't. I don't like it.
That's how I keep up like Messenger. That's how I keep up with a
Yeah.
lot of like old friends and people that because you know since I moved, it's like a lot of people I don't live near anymore. So that's how I keep up with like old friends and family members and stuff.
I keep up with old friends either through text or Snapchat, except Snapchat's getting worse and worse and worse and worse and worse and worse and help worse and worse.
Ryan, Ryan! That new Snapchat update sucks.
Yeah.
I do have to say. Where it's like it just wants to show you everyone's stories.
I'm
and a million
starting
ads
to
now.
get into Instagram stories.
Yeah, me too. I started posting Instagram
You know
stories
what?
more. It's good.
Let me post one right now. We should both post one.
Let's both post an Instagram story right now, Ryan.
How do I do this?
Guys,
how do I work this thingy?
This is gonna give everyone flashbacks because they're gonna be like, "Whoa!" It's like
do I hold it to record a video?
You gonna do a video?
Yeah. Okay, are you ready?
Yeah.
Do I hold it down to do the video?
Yeah, hold it down and do a video.
Whoa, I'm doing a video.
It's an Instagram story.
We're recording the podcast.
This is gonna be in the podcast.
Someone should sync it up when it comes out.
That's crazy.
Goodbye. Look at that.
Whoa, dude.
Look at that.
Dude, I did Instagram Live for the first time the other day.
I'm gonna put it on my story now.
I did Instagram Live. I've never done that
I
before.
don't know why that's on my
I did it for like 30 seconds and turned it off because it scared me.
What did?
Instagram Live because of how many people started watching.
Wait, you can it's
Watch.
live
You
right
want
away?
to see me go live on Instagram right now, Ryan?
Yeah.
All right, we're about to go live on Instagram. This is gonna be.
Holy shit.
This is gonna be. Okay, ready?
This feels like an ad for Instagram.
All right. Instagram did not pay us to do this.
Yeah.
All right, I'm starting.
Are we live? Is this live?
All right, we're now live.
We're live? Are people going? Are people going? I love this.
Let's see.
People gonna record it?
Let's see. Here's.
I don't know.
It doesn't say we have anyone viewing so far. Okay, there's somebody.
There's somebody.
All right, 3 viewers.
3 viewers.
We got 3 viewers
I saw
on this.
a little heart. That looks like the Twitter live
Oh,
stream
shit.
thing. We're recording the podcast and we're talking about Instagram on it. So this is an early sneak peek for anyone who's
You guys are actually listening to a podcast episode that's not out right now.
these mics. You won't
This
hear
is the audio.
Yeah, you won't hear this effect. Me doing this with the mic.
Yeah, but in the actual podcast, you hear
You know what I'm saying?
Wow, dude, this is really meta right now.
Done that.
Hello, 620 people. Ryan, this is crazy, man. I feel like
fixed it.
I feel like we're doing like a Super Bowl halftime show right now because of how many people are watching.
How many people are watching?
731.
Jesus. Is this entertaining during the podcast? This is
This is
I feel
probably
like this
not.
is only entertaining.
Hey, my sister. Hi. Hey, Sam. That's my sister. She just
Ask
okay.
her how she's doing. Does she think of me?
Oh, I just gave away my what? Ryan, what the fuck are you talking about, dude?
It was just. Looks
indi-
like they'll have to check the whole podcast to see the resolution of this matter. You know what I'm
Oh,
saying?
my sister's married, Ryan.
Yeah.
She doesn't think about you. Have you ever even spoken to my sister?
Once.
Yeah, oh, that's right. We had dinner. You had dinner when my sister was over. Remember?
Yeah.
We had steaks,
Yeah.
and they were really good.
Thank you. They weren't steaks I made. I don't know why.
Why'd you say thank you?
I don't know. Because maybe I was a good guest.
I was like,
Thank you for being a good guest at our dinner, Ryan.
no, but why did you say thank you still?
I don't
Even
know.
if you were a good guest, like, why would you say thank you to me?
Because it's your family, and you're sharing your family with me.
Okay, sure.
You know,
they are a blessing.
You've heard of wife sharing. We family share.
We share our entire
Yeah,
families.
sometimes, but not in a sexual way.
Not in a
right?
sexual.
Yeah,
No.
in a very respectful.
100% platonic, respectful way.
We're poly. What would that even? be?
Polyfamilist.
Polyfamilist?
I don't know.
Poly. You know what I figured out on Instagram as well?
What?
When I decline all these messages, they can't message me again after that.
Really?
I don't think so. Look, I'm gonna hit decline all. These 47 messages will be removed, and the senders won't be able to message you again. How will they not be able to message me again?
I don't think that's true because I see the same person always messaging me after I decline it. Also, the frustrating thing about Instagram is if I accept somebody's message, and then delete it, they can message me forever from then on out. So,
Well, here's the thing. Sometimes I see someone in the direct messages, and they'll say something really nice or something that, is actually funny.
yeah.
Believe it or not.
Yeah.
I'm the funny king.
The kid, well, did you go to comedy school too this
I'm the
weekend?
king of funny.
Dude, were you in my comedy class this weekend?
I was in the second tier. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Yeah,
Well,
I'm getting up there.
you're working your way up
I
to
almost
Matt
got
Watson
my fourth
levels of
golden
comedy.
star.
What?
I know,
Dude, soon you're gonna be as funny as Matt Watson.
Soon I'll have the big old squeaky ball on my crown.
What?
There's a squeaky ball you get when you get to be the supreme king of funny. You get to put it on your crown and it squeaks whenever you
And people
honk
laugh. They go.
it. Yep, they do whenever you honk it on the street.
I wish it was that easy to make people laugh.
I know.
Honk a little squeaky
Dude,
ball.
it is actually very easy to make people laugh because I go to see like a really bad comedy that I don't think is funny, something with like
Oh, I know exactly what you're talking about. I go to a bad movie, you're like, this movie sucks, but the entire audience is like,
everyone's like I sit there with a blank face. I'm like, am I a dick? Why
That's
don't,
how I feel.
Why don't I feel? I want to laugh. I remember laughing my ass off to Jimmy Neutron when I was younger. This can't make me laugh. A grown man's penis can't make me laugh. That was in a Kevin Hart and Will Ferrell movie. Someone's penis comes out in the bathroom.
and it shows is it a real
Shows
penis?
I don't know. It looks like a real penis. Did a
Wow.
good job if it's a fake penis.
That's how I feel, dude. When I'm sitting in movie
What's
theaters,
it
I'm
called?
like,
Get Hard. Yeah.
Get Hard, yeah.
Get
That's
Hard.
the movie where Will Ferrell's going to prison.
That's the fourth time I've heard your phone this session, boy.
Ryan, it's on vibrate. That's
Better-
all I can do.
Better be an emergency.
Do I need to set it to emergency? It's just people are just texting. I'm sorry. I'll put it on. Here we go. Airplane mode. No text will come through. The vibrations will not bother you. I'm
This
sorry.
is the one time when your family just gets in a horrible accident and they're calling you.
They need to reach me.
Because, of course, you can show up in a helicopter and rescue them, right?
Yeah, dude. I'll fly to South Carolina in a helicopter
In
right
your
now.
wingsuit.
Yeah. But anyway, like being in a movie theater when everyone's like laughing at really unfunny things, I'm like, man, like, do I just not enjoy life? Like they're getting so much enjoyment out of this. Like that has to be awesome to be them, doesn't it?
Yeah.
To go and see like a
like,
mediocre movie and get that much enjoyment
Laugh
out of it.
out loud. Sometimes I laugh out loud at how stupid something is in a movie. I'm trying to remember the last time I actually legitimately laughed out loud in a movie theater.
I remember laughing out loud during Anchorman 2. I remember
the last time you laughed in the theater?
No, I just for some reason specifically remember laughing out loud during Anchorman 2 many times. Dude, that movie was actually really funny.
I've seen it, I think, twice.
I've seen it 3
saw
times.
The first one in theaters, then I tried to watch it again, except I watched the bigger, longer, more uncut version or whatever it's called. Is that Girls Gone Wild? Bigger, longer, more uncut.
The Anchorman
Which is
2.
bigger, longer, more uncut. Is that a thing?
I don't
is that
think
a tagline
so.
for anything?
That's the Family Guy movie. Or the
Really?
South Park. No, it's a South Park movie.
Oh yeah, South
Yeah.
Park movie.
But I watched the second version of Anchorman 2 because they made like 2 versions of the movie.
Yeah.
And I did not like the second one as much. It was funny, but it was not as funny as the theatrical Anchorman 2.
Okay. Did you
really
like the part where they have the baby great white shark?
The musical number? I actually did. I thought that was
Just the
pretty
whole
funny.
story arc with the baby great white shark.
I liked it when
they
I saw it in
release it into
theaters.
the wild and it attacks Will, I think. Doesn't it attack Will?
I think so, yeah.
Not
But-
Will Smith, Will Ferrell.
I mean, I wish Will Smith was in He is an Anchorman.
He is, yep.
He
He's an
is.
Anchorman too.
Oh, man, that's crazy.
Him and Kanye West and Jim Carrey, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
It's a lot of
Jim
people.
Carrey's in it, right?
I think so.
I
It's
think
that
I
big
remember.
fight scene at the
He
end. with
plays
all
one
the
of the
celebrities.
Canadians.
Yeah, him and what's her face?
Kobe something
No,
from How I Met Your Mother.
the girl, the beautiful woman.
Beautiful woman.
Marion Cotillard, the French actress. She plays the other Canadian. She's in a lot of stuff. She's in Big Fish.
Is she in Batman?
She's in I don't know.
Is she in Is she Bane's love interest in Batman?
Probably. She's very beautiful.
Okay.
I would like to wife this woman.
You know,
She did a duet with Nathan Fielder. They did a video
really?
where they were singing to each other, and it's really awkward.
in what?
Just for no reason, just on like Comedy Central.
Just randomly
on like Comedy Central's YouTube channel. It's like Nathan
Was
Fielder
he
singing.
playing the Nathan character?
Yeah, and then she's like singing, and he's singing back. It's so funny.
I gotta
It's
see
great.
that.
Yeah, it's wonderful. Man, I really hope that I think Nathan for You's getting another season. I hope
Better
so.
be.
It's a good. That's like that is a peak comedy show.
Him and Eric Andre really have comedy down.
I think that they'll both get another season. They're both from the same production company. Absolutely, which creates fantastic shows. Steve Brule, check it out with Dr. Steve Brule. Nathan for You, Tim and Eric, awesome show, great job, and the Eric Andre show. Those are all like really good shows from the same production company. So, good job, absolutely.
Go watch them.
They're all those are all some of my favorite shows, and they're not paying us to say this, believe it or not.
No one's paying us to say anything this episode.
We have no
sponsor-free episode of Super Mega Cast.
Yeah, you guys are enjoying that.
Except there are ads every now and then through the episode.
But that's just
But we're not directly endorsed by these people.
no. And you know you
Don't hold them accountable to what we say.
Yeah, and don't
'Cause then you're just reaching.
don't message them and be like, hey, they said bad things on their podcast. Pull the ad. Don't do that. Some people do that to some people they don't like. Hey,
What a dirty little tactic.
what a very dirty little tactic.
You're giving these people money. Hey, stop giving them money because we're taking them out of context.
Yeah, exactly.
Not-
Someone could take you saying the F word out of context and send it to Coca-Cola and be like, hey, Coca-Cola, look, you're advertising on this video where Ryan McGee said the F-U-C-K word. So don't take that out of context. Don't cut me saying F-U-C-K. Don't take that one either.
Oh, yeah.
Shit!
Coca-Cola tastes like boogers.
Ryan, that's not true
What are they gonna do? What are they gonna do?
They're gonna pull all
huh?
ads from my videos. That's one of the
What?
biggest ads on YouTube. Is
Oh,
Coca-Cola.
Yeah? Tostitos. More like
Don't say it. Don't say it, Ryan. Stop!
penis Tito's.
Dude, they're probably gonna double the ads on our videos.
They're like,
that's genius.
That's a good one. Yes. Or some guy with a big pipe. Oh, that's genius. We gotta get this guy in. Get him to marketing.
Dude, I want to see that like on TV. Those Tito's, more like penis Tito's. That's like gonna be one of those like ad campaigns that everyone will remember 50 years. Like everyone remembers Where's the Beef from Wendy's.
Yeah.
It's gonna be like the next Where's the Beef.
More like penis. So stupid.
It's so bad.
Fucking moronic.
Like when I
See, but that makes me laugh. Okay,
dude, if they did that, I'd go buy Tostitos.
Is there a thing to where like humor is stupid, but then it becomes so stupid it's funny? Because that's what I feel like I have. But like, why is that a thing? Why is like the more dumb something is, the funnier it is?
I feel like
Is it because it's like if that actually happened, that would be hilarious. If reality were to warp in this way and have that actually happen, that would actually be entertaining and funny. Because I can't imagine it happening. Trying to gear my head around why stupid humor is funny.
So I feel like there's a graph, right? Where it's
Yeah.
like, okay, so like, let's say the,
It's also all relative to what you think is funny.
Yeah, that's true. But I guess there's a graph where it's like one axis is how funny some. Okay, let's say that the x-axis
Mm-hmm.
is absurdity, and the y-axis is how funny something is.
Okay.
I feel like the graph, like, dude, you know what? I have no idea what I'm saying right now.
Right? Like, I can't pinpoint it.
Like I thought I had something there, and I was like, this is gonna be scientific and smart, and I'm gonna look really good. And nope, nothing. Just absolutely. I'd have to sit down with
Hold
with
a speech
with
and
a
like
pen and paper.
You feel prepared, and you're like, "This is gonna sound so smart." And in the middle of it, be like, "I actually have no clue what I'm saying." Could you imagine at a big speech like
Dude,
that in college?
I want to sign up for like a TED Talk and just get up there and be like, I really have no idea what I'm talking
No,
about.
talk 30 minutes straight of like something that you sound very knowledgeable about, and then be like, "To be honest, guys, I have no idea what I'm saying. I did not prepare for this." And then pull a Michael Bay and then walk off.
I love that video. He goes on stage and he like starts
Such a-
speaking. He's like, and he just walks off
He's
stage.
such a big baby. He's such a big baby.
He is, dude. He's a big baby. Apparently it's because the teleprompter was moving too fast or something.
Michael Bay apparently is like a big tantrum having child.
Michael
on set.
Bay.
Yeah, because like I don't know, he directs those action movies.
Mm-hmm.
Why doesn't he direct a Hot Wheels movie?
Ryan?
No, Matt.
So you give me shit saying, I hear your phone nonstop, and then what? And then what? Your phone makes a little ding-dong sound, and that's okay? And not ding-dong as in
I'm sorry.
the other person we know named ding-dong. It goes
Total silence.
It goes, Ryan. That's my ding-dong impression.
Fuck you, dude. Fuck Ding Dong.
What?
Fuck you.
Don't say that.
I'm calling him out now.
Ding-dong's great.
Hey, Ding Dong, Julian.
Stop.
You gay?
No! The secret's out! I love those guys. We gotta get them back on the podcast. It's been too long.
I know. What are they doing? Sweating around?
Probably.
Just
They turned their house into a sauna for some reason.
yeah, it's uncomfortable.
Every time I go in, it's like 500 degrees. They're sweet boys, though. They're very sweet. I love touching both of them. I love rubbing Vaseline and all over them.
Do you often?
Yes. We haven't hung out in a while, but last time I went over, that's all we did. Just rub Vaseline on each other. What? Why you give me that look?
Nothing. I was just.
That's what male friends do.
Ding Dong is a.
Is it ding dong?
Now the computer's interrupting us.
The computer just made a sound.
Saying he's a freak, dude.
And went,
He won a bunch of those claw machines. Won a bunch of those toys.
Dude, he is so good at art. Dude, any arcade game or claw machine, put ding dong in front of it. God, it's like.
Put Julian in it though.
I would love to see Ding Dong fishing Julian out of a claw machine.
Julian, how'd you get in there?
This is the second time on our podcast we've talked about Julian hanging from like a crane type thing.
Yeah.
There's that one where we talked about like, didn't we talk about like Ding Dong like operating a crane?
We did.
And picking up Julian, but Julian was hanging like in a spider.
Like a spider.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's someone did like a little animated of it, I think. Can't remember.
That was from
Saying is I want to see Julian trapped inside the Luigi's Mansion game and have Ding Dong have to fish him out, and then they go through a portal and they end up in real life New York City.
I would love to see that movie with Ding Dong and Julian ending up in real life New York City, falling through the portal.
They have to go through the Luigi's Mansion world though.
Julian, we're in New York.
Wow, what is this place?
I hope that Ding Dong's not listening and getting his feelings hurt by our impression of him. Ding Dong, this impression of you is not meant to make fun of you. It's just how my brain wants to do your voice.
Yeah, just like when I do, like your sister's voice.
Comes out kind of like the.
That's not what my.
does this kind of thing.
Is this because my sister's a quadriplegic, Ryan?
Maybe.
You're making fun of her now?
Maybe.
And when you do my voice, it's like that's always my voice.
Is it?
Yeah. Every time you do
That's
my
our voice
it's
for
like-
each other. But you said the do. That's usually how the waves go.
I watched 3 large circles
Of
of
spit
go
fly
out of your
my
mouth and you're impersonating
If
me.
it was in slow motion, that would have looked like a fucking brawl.
Dude, you know what's crazy to me? Like when you watch, okay, so let's say I have this water bottle, okay?
You do.
I shake it up. Now, if you watched that in ultra slow motion, that would have looked so cool. Of like every little like bit of water, like particle, like moving and changing shapes. Like that's happening right now. We just like all that beauty is there, you know?
We just can't see
we just can't see it.
Or we're just not recognizing the beauty that which we can see.
Oh fuck, dude. Shit.
You know what I'm saying?
I absolutely know what you're saying.
Yep. Anyways, thank you for stopping by the podcast. We'll see you guys next week.
Bye.
Do you think that they're actually going to stick around, or do you think they're going to leave?
I don't know, dude.
Oh, this is a tricky one. Hold on. Let's go like completely silent.
Okay. I bet everyone just clicked off. Dude, now we can share our openly racist views
Okay.
because no one's listening.
Okay. So, anyways,
What if we actually just started going into like eugenics and
The
stuff?
Confederacy.
Guys, heritage, not hate.
a lot of people like to tell you that the liberals and the conservatives switched sides during the civil inconveniences. That is not the truth. They did not switch sides. They're more racist than we are. I had
If you actually were like that, I'd be more inclined to do this podcast with you. I'd want to record like 6 a week.
If I was a racist?
No, not a racist. If you talked like that. If you were a racist, I probably wouldn't want to do the podcast with you.
If I talk like that, I probably shouldn't have a podcast.
I think a lot of people would listen to it.
You think so?
It's a good voice, yeah.
Oh, thank you.
I think you have a nice
Better
voice,
than your
Ryan.
sister's voice?
I'm not Watson.
All right, Ryan.
I got
So,
a sister. I got
so-
a big ass dancing it around for my husband.
thank God my sister doesn't listen to any of this. My sister would be appalled right now.
It's like I'm antagonizing your family.
First my mom,
Then your dad.
my ex-wife, and now my sister. Is
What does
she the
have
new
to,
one?
Your ex-wife doesn't leave her out of this, man.
You're the one that always brings her into everything.
Yeah? It's not cool, though.
You're the one that
You should respect her more, dude. She's been telling me that, a lot of stuff.
You've been talking to her?
that- there's two sides to every story is all I'm saying.
You've been talking to her? You've been talking to my ex-wife?
I'm just, I just wanted to find out certain things
No,
because they weren't
Ryan,
clear to me, and so
have
I
you been
went to
talking to
her
my ex-wife?
I
Why
went
have you
to
been
her
talking
to
to my
find out
ex-wife?
like what exactly happened because
Are
I
you
wasn't
fucking
sure
kidding
what
me right now,
happened.
dude?
I'm just making sure that you're not. That
Well, she said you guys weren't talking, and you're saying you were talking, so
she doesn't want to hurt your feelings, and I'm here as your best friend.
clearly not. If you're going behind my back,
I'm
you're
your
talking to my
BF,
ex-wife.
dude. I'm your BFF.
BF stands for boyfriend, not best friend.
I'm your BFF, bro. We have matching neck tattoos.
We do.
BFFs for fucking life, stupid fucker.
Best friend forever for fucking life, stupid fucker. I want that neck tattoo.
Right on our necks.
Let's get, dude.
I like how
what are the-
I like how intense you said it.
What are the
Stupid fucker.
What are the odds we get those tattoos on our necks?
I can't even remember what it was. Someone draw our characters with those best friend neck tattoos.
But make them like a cool design. Don't just throw the words on there. Put some
Yeah.
fucking effort into it, guys. Come on.
When you don't put effort into
Come
it,
on.
it's so easy to make things nowadays. I remember back in the day, you used to know how to do Photoshop skills.
Yeah.
Or you had to have GIMP.
GIMP.
Now
I
you
hated
can take
GIMP.
your phone and go and make something. That's what Justin did actually. For the longest time, he just made memes on his phone.
Wow.
Cut things out on it and everything.
Wow, that's impressive. I had a
He does that to edit our compilations. Actually, he edits right on his phone.
he uses iMovie on his iPhone 3.
Yeah, you can tell.
Yeah, they're not edited well.
Yeah. So Justin.
Please send us that money back on PayPal. Also, let's talk about the program GIMP. I remember before I had Photoshop.
Never had GIMP?
Well, I know I did have GIMP. I was
Okay.
never a fan of it. I used GIMP. Also, it's
the
weird.
goofy, scary thing.
Yeah,
with
the dog.
blue nose.
Wow,
That was
also-
a dog.
It's a dog. Yeah.
What?
Why is it called GIMP? You know what a GIMP is, right?
Yeah.
It's like you've seen
No.
Pulp Fiction. A GIMP is a man that dresses up in a full leather suit for sexual reasons, and he's like a little like submissive slave. So it's funny that the program's called GIMP.
That is a dog.
Yeah.
I thought it had a blue nose, but it has a black nose.
Yeah, it's a dog. It's a sweet little pooch. Man, I wanna petition. Like I want to go to the state house and I want to petition for the word dog to be legally changed to pooch.
How to do X-ray effect.
I want no one to ever say dog again. I only want pooch.
Pooch.
Pooch is a better word.
Yo, what up, Pooch?
Hey, pooch,
I got 3 pooches.
dude.
I got 3 dogs.
How's your pooch doing?
He's doing well.
Yeah,
Shedding. So,
Ooh.
a lot of vacuuming.
that time of year. Yeah, banana's shedding too, man.
Whenever he runs outside, you can see it in the sunlight.
Like
See it in the air.
a trail of vapor behind him.
Makes
with
me
its dog
want
hair.
to run inside and cover myself in a clean towel.
You should. You know what
wear
you
a
should do?
mask.
You should dye your dog a color. He has like the perfect fur to dye him a
I
color.
think he looks beautiful the way he is.
I think so too. But you could. This is a potential like view bringer for our channel. Ryan, if you dyed your dog purple or some shit, you know how many views that would get us?
How many views?
Views equal money, Ryan. Think.
I'm trying to think, Matt. I'm trying to think.
Well, I got an idea right here, and you're ignoring it.
I'm not ignoring it. I'm just.
Easter's coming up, Ryan. Easter is this weekend. It's this weekend. You can tie-dye him like an Easter egg.
That is true. Fuck. You know what we should do for Easter?
What?
We should travel to the death place of Jesus and film a vlog there.
Fucking Israel or Iran? Where did Jesus die? Israel?
Taquanistan.
Taquanistan?
Yeah.
Yo, what's up? It's Taquanistan.
Taquanistan.
Welcome to my vlog channel. Can we shout out a vlogger real quick? We meant
Taquanistan?
no, not Taquanistan. we meant to shout this guy out many episodes ago, like episode like 50 something.
Okay.
Ryan and I were driving to work one day.
Oh,
And-
this guy. Okay.
And,
Sorry, tell the story.
And it's a nice, peaceful, quiet day in Glendale. And when out of nowhere, I hear, and a nice, I think it was like a Mustang or Corvette or something.
Probably, yeah.
Just comes flying by us and cuts us off real nice and
Real quick.
real politely cuts us off when there was really no need to, because there was
No, it's a
plenty of-
2-lane road, and there was a lot of room in front of me, as well as his lane was completely empty. So there's no reason for the haste in switching lanes. and
Absolutely
going
not.
forward.
But he did.
Yeah, he did.
And on the back windshield of his sick whip,
Of his epic car
I noticed
that
that
he gets laid with.
he probably gets laid in that car.
Dude, girls see that car, their pussy
Sploosh.
shoots out web like Spider-Man and takes her directly to his car.
It's like a grappling hook. Women, actually, all women have that function. They just don't know until
They're
they
all
see his car.
dangling from the back of his car, being bounced on the road.
Like cans after like a wedding ceremony.
Yeah.
But anyway, he has the back of his car decked out for his YouTube channel. I don't know if we should even say it though, because I don't want to like target.
But the name is the kicker.
That's true. Okay, so it was called. And he does. I don't remember. He does like vlogs or something. But he cut us off in his car, and you know that's the thing. If you're gonna like cut people off in traffic, you probably shouldn't have like a very identifiable thing on your car where people can like find you and like identify you
Well, also you have to realize this is the person that advertises his YouTube channel
on his car.
on his car.
But his name is what I thought was funny was his name that he has on YouTube channel. His name is Rodney King, which is the name of the guy from remember the guy that got beat by the LAPD back in the 90s that caused like the LA riots and everything? His name was Rodney King. It's kind of an unfortunate name. Are you watching one of his videos right now?
yeah. Let's see. Hold on.
Should we peep his name out?
This is the man that cut us off, Matt.
What's up, boys?
that was
Today
like-
we're gonna check out my car.
Dude, does he have his car in the video?
This is why he's cutting people off. He's holding his phone while in his car, being a dumbass.
He probably didn't even mean to, Ryan. No, dude, I guarantee it. Ryan, I guarantee the reason he cut us off was because he has the decal on the back on his back windshield advertising the YouTube channel, and he wanted us to see it because he knew that we were funny YouTubers.
Do you recognize this area, Matt? Hold up.
Wait.
Okay, dude.
Okay.
Chill out.
All right, Rod.
Relax. Rod, get the mic.
Wait, we can't.
Get the phone away from your mouth, dude.
Oh, dude, he did like a pussy eating motion with his lips.
What is wrong with this man?
Stop it, Rod. But Ryan, I think the
Oh my
reason,
God.
you know why he cut us off? Because he
Why?
said, "Hey, those are funny YouTubers in that car right there. I want them to see my channel." So he drove and pulled in front of us so we would see his YouTube channel and check it out and subscribe to it. We did subscribe though, so you got